New gear day today. So I'm off to camp on that hill up there. This is the my first camp since lockdown was eased up. My name's John and I make videos on camping, astronomy and walking. If you like what you see in this video, then please check my channel out, as there may be others that interest you there. But in the meantime, let's crack on with today's video. Yeah, so this rucksack then, it's the Osprey Rook 65. I've got a voucher for my work, so I used it to buy this. I've got an Osprey, I think it's a 33 litre, I think it's something like the Talon 33, which I use for a day sack when I'm mountain walking, and particularly if I want to get an SLR camera in there and stuff like that. And it's incredibly comfortable, way more comfortable than any of the other day sacks that I've used. So I thought I'd try their bigger sack. As I say, this is a 65 litre one, jam-packed to the gunnels, as I don't do pared down lightweight camping, as you might have gathered if any of you have seen some of my other videos. It's more like luxury camping. First impressions of the bag, when you put it on, it's really good. You seem to be able to carry the weight really well. I'm carrying, I think, 15 kilos today, and it does feel better than my previous 65 litre bag. So one of the main reasons I got this is it's got like one of these back ventilation systems. Oh, hello, got a bunch of cows in front of us here. Hello, editing me here. At this point in the video, you were supposed to see pictures of me cowering by the side of the footpath whilst a whole load of cows trundled past me, having a little look and a sniff as they went past. And I was quite pleased with this bit of video because some of the cows were quite cute. And when I sat in my tent in the evening having a look at a bit of the footage, I couldn't find any of the bit about the cows. So there's quite a few references to cows in this video, but no actual cows in it. I just must have shifted my phone over to a video and forgot to actually press record, even though I was gawping at cows through the screen of the phone. But yeah, so I'm not obsessed with cows or anything. It's just they were supposed to form quite a big part of this video, but never mind. That's the only thing with camping on the South Downs. You get lots of cows and sheep and you have to kind of pick your spot. So I'm hoping there's none where I want to go today. Anyhow, back to the rucksack. Yeah, it's got one of these back ventilation systems where the sack's kind of suspended away from your back. So you can basically stick your hand through a gap. Which is really good. I really like that system, and the general quality seems really good. The zips and things like that, they kind of ooze quality. So even though this is the Osprey kind of budget pack, I think it's just a pared down version of the more expensive ones with, you know, a few less features and that sort of thing. So it'll be interesting to see how it sort of fares up. But anyhow, let's plod on up this hill and hope it's not too windy at the top. I think this spot here is going to have to do. It's quite windy, but it's about the only flat bit. Right, that's pretty well set up. I do like this tent. It's quite easy to put up, even with gloves on and in the wind on your own, even though it's a two-person tent. I'm just going to go and tighten it up a bit now. There's the view for the night. Very nice it is too. It's getting a bit blinking cold at the moment though. I think it's going to be about -1 in the valley, so be a little bit below that up here. Quite a nice little sunset kicking off over there. It's home sweet home. Glad I've got my OEX Leviathan sleeping bag because it's going to be blinking cold tonight. And a winter weight X-bed mat as well. Dinner tonight's courtesy of Summit to Eat. Chicken fajita with rice, this one. This is new in our shop, so I've never tried them before. It's dehydrated rather than the kind of normal sort of boil in the bag Wayfarer foods that I usually have. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what I think of it, because it's quite light to carry. Well, I've been scouring around for that blue sachet thing. It was buried right at the bottom. I was beginning to think they'd forgotten to put it in, and I was going to have to cook with it in and hope that it wasn't actually there, but in the end I found it, but buried right in the bottom, so it's just as well I had to ferret around. I don't know what happens if you cook with it. I don't suppose it matters. Time for a cheeky Malbec with my chicken fajita. Looks like most of the dehydrated meals, but it smells all right, so have a little go. Yeah, it's not too bad at all, actually. Yeah, I can cope with that. Mind you, everything tastes nice when you're in a tent, doesn't it? It's certainly lovely and clear. There's quite a young moon appearing up there. A few days old, I think. And the sky is turning a nice colour as well. Well, it's blinking freezing outside now, so I'm now tucked up inside my sleeping bag, inside the tent. The dinner was quite nice. Didn't look particularly appealing, but it tasted all right and it was quite filling and stayed hot for ages as well. So I was quite pleased with that. So I'm just going to have a little drink of my wine now and then watch some YouTube videos and call it a night. So yeah, unless something exciting happens, like a cow sits on my tent, I shall see you in the morning. Cheers. Morning, folks. A little bit misty this morning, but very nice. That's going to be breakfast today.
Is in a stream. The ocean called for you and me. Still, I'm in this game, but without my closest friend.
I can see my car down there, which is always a relief. I'm sure nothing would happen to it round here, but you never know. Well, that was a really nice evening. Didn't see a soul, as I'd expected. There's a load of dogs going bonkers this morning in the valley, I think, off one of the farms, I suspect. So that was my alarm call. No cows sat on my tent, so that's got to be a good thing. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Tent was as good as ever, no condensation on the inside. It's really well ventilated, that tent, or you can make it well ventilated. You can pretty well seal it up if you want to, but I usually leave a bit of the mesh open to get some airflow running through it. So yeah, really enjoyed that. I'm Pleased with my sleeping bag. It was probably -1 last night, and I was toasty as anything, so that was great. And I'm extremely pleased with this Osprey Rook 65 rucksack. I don't know what it is about Osprey sacks, but if it's doing the same sort of thing as my mountain walking sack is, in that it seems to make the weight, I don't know, maybe it distributes it well or whatever, but it just doesn't feel like I'm carrying the sort of weight that I am. Admittedly, it's a bit lighter now, of course, because I've drunk all my fluids and ate all my dinner, but I'm still carrying probably 13 kilos, something like that. And yeah, it feels lovely. So I'm very pleased with that. So I'm just going to trot off down the hill now, and I'll catch you at the bottom. Well, that was great. First wild camp since probably mid-December, so it was absolutely brilliant to get out. I've done a couple of garden camps and stuff, but that's been it. It's not really the same thing. So yeah, really enjoyed that. It's a beautiful day now. I reckon it'll be a cracking day on the downs today, a bit later on. But I'm going to head off back home now. So yeah, thanks very much if you've watched it this far, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care, cheerio.